Hello and welcome back to a new episode of Victoria 2 as Ireland. We are just fabricating a claim against Hedge fabricating a claim. We are justifying a war to establish protectorate there, which essentially means we are going to fully annex them, which is nice. It doesn't quite, unfortunately, join up our lands here because the Ottomans own these intervening provinces, but, you know, it's still pretty good. They don't have any great pops or resources, but, you know, it still counts as a good conquest to add to our expanding empire. Okay, we were detected fairly early, which cost us 8.3 infamy. Not a huge problem. We're still well below the limit. We are also, of course, building our army back up. We did lose, we did have one stack wiped in the recent war against France. Also, we probably just had our populations increase, our soldier pops, so we could support more. In fact, it's still going up to 92. Ambassador insulted. Okay, we can gain a humiliate CB on Austria. Actually kind of tempting, though. They're allied with France and Spain, but also surely we have a truce with them, since we were just in a war. Yeah, you know, never mind. We'll just gain the prestige. We'll like each other a little better. That seems fine. Okay, supply limits up, and we have electricity. I think I'll... yeah. Get the last army tech that we don't have that's available to us. Okay, an international crisis. Russia wants us to back their side. I'm gonna decline. And Poland wants us to back their side. I'm also going to decline that. Liberia goes bankrupt. Interesting. That is kind of a tempting target if they weren't also still in the USA sphere. They actually start the game in the USA sphere. Why has Britain not colonized this little piece of land in here? Seems like an oversight. Okay, the crisis failed to enlist interest, and our CB generation is slower. How is this war going? With the Ottomans and Greece. The Ottomans are winning, it seems. They're getting Peloponnese and Thessalia, okay. So they're just taking basically the whole thing. Sweden's still at war with France. Surely they should be able to piece them out soon enough. Still successfully occupying France, who were obviously wiped out after that last war, and still have not managed to rebuild, surprisingly. Are such a tempting target. Only it wasn't for that truce. Okay. Austria increasing their relations. Our budget is not looking great. I assume a lot of it will be for... oh, it's for these... no, it's not. They're not even able to buy the iron they need for these factories. Okay, May Day Parade, pops in Kenya, the Sports Socialist gain militancy. They can gain militancy, okay. Our last army unit is about to get built there. Yeah, we are apparently experiencing quite an iron problem. Thought we were getting iron from Persia. We are. We have some down here. The Netherlands don't have any. So I guess the iron that we are getting is not enough. There's probably just a global shortage of it right at the moment. Sure. Lazy natives. Okay, the upper house has been rearranged and it is election time. And we have gained the CB against Hedge, so let's see, yeah, they're still an uncivilized nation, so their 11 brigades at 1 military tech are basically going to be a joke for our army. I'm not even going to bother increasing our maintenance. Just go ahead and get that war declared. They are allied with Abu Dhabi, who we also don't care about. We don't need to call allies, though they would all probably join. Good to know. This is plains here, so if we can fight them there, that would be fine. Plains over here too, so wherever we fight them, doesn't matter. They are trying to head to Hodeida down here. They're going to get there on the 2nd, we will get there on the 28th of January, so they will not escape. Crisis averted. And this is going much better than those battles we had against France. This is the kind of battle I like. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go for the Conservative Party, limited citizenship. It's what we've been doing the whole time, no reason to stop. Go ahead and fight their other army. Suffering some pretty bad attrition though. Obviously it's not ideal. Alright, let's split this in half. Send you over there. 14%, that is so much attrition. Okay, 2%, much better. That is an acceptable amount of attrition. Okay. The Ottomans got most of Greece. Oh, and Austria-Hungary just happened. Conservative Party wants pro-military. It's fine. Oh, and Germany happened as well. Which is good for them. That didn't break their alliance with us, no. Okay, good. We even more want to be allied with them now that they are huge German empire and not just the North German Federation. Uh-oh. Just as I said that, it's actually probably because we are in a war that they don't like. Current war is minus 200, yeah. Okay, so we'll have to try and reform that alliance once we finish with this little conquest over here. Okay, diplomat from Japan. Limited citizenship. Won the occupation of Mecca. Go ahead and start sieging down there. We have maxed out employment in one region, though I assume we are building lots of factories there anyway. Indeed we are. So that's fine, we can just keep encouraging craftsmen. Seems like a fine thing to do. So we're going to need 35 war score. No, excuse me, we're going to need 85 war score. We have 35. But it's not going to take too long to fully occupy them, I imagine. Okay, pluralism is what we are looking for here. We are up to 96% literacy, which is quite nice. We won that occupation, and we finished our research. So no more army research available to us right now. We can probably get some of this commerce would be good. Maybe we'll get some of these industry techs. This allows us to make automobile and airplane factories, which we probably would like to do. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Seems like a reasonable thing. Sure, we'll get 50 fish. That seems good. Okay, Austria-Hungary, increasing relations. Germany, even slightly bigger than they usually are because they have taken a couple of provinces from the Netherlands up here. And Belgium is having a bad time with rebels, it looks like. Oh, no, they're fine. They had a pretty bad time in that last war too, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were having problems. Limited citizenship here. France really not doing well in this war against Sweden. Okay. Almost fully occupied. Unpausing would help that happen, of course. So, the Netherlands, we currently still have them in Sphere, and we're up to 100, and nobody else actually managed to get to 100, and they don't seem to be making much, if any, progress right now, so that is good. We got extra attack, and we have the Conservative Party in power again, as we wanted. Although, actually, now that I think about it, we are going to want to build those automobile factories, and we can't with the Conservatives in power, so we might have to just kick them out again and put the Unionists back. Whatever. It's fine. The Ottomans, we can increase relations up to friendly. Okay. Looks like sphering them is going to be a definite possibility, which is very nice. Do they have any iron? They actually, did they get some from... No, there's coal here. Let's find an iron province. I guess they do have some iron over here, so that might help with our iron shortages if we get them sphered. And there is the last occupation. Puts them at 100%. They would accept. And we have expanded Irish Asia, which is very nice. Let's send these armies back to Djibouti. And we are even further below our colonial power limit, which possibly has some unknown effects. Perhaps I will look that one up between episodes, as I was going to with how to intervene in this war, though it seems to be not going much of anywhere, and in fact Afghanistan is winning, so we may not need to. Oh, I don't need to lower my military spending because I never bothered to raise it. And France and Sweden, white peace. Okay, so that means Sweden gets to keep Norway, which is good for us because they are in our sphere. Not an incredible sphere. Still have the Netherlands for the moment, still have Sweden, and once we have the Ottomans it'll look a lot better, I suppose. We'll own all of the land here from the Middle East through Anatolia into Persia. Let's see. We'll just get 20T. Seems okay. I'm still trying to build these factories. Still not managing to because we are having trouble getting iron. Well, it seems to be coming in now, maybe. Maybe not. Seems like not. Alliance offer from Italy. Sure. And that reminds me, we also need to get an alliance back with Germany. Well, I say need, but we don't need to. It would be very nice though. So, Germany and Italy in our little family of alliances. Hopefully should keep us safe in any future wars. France are influencing the Ottomans. Sort of. Let's put them up to 3 here. Yeah, we're not having any problems with the Netherlands, it looks like. Reduce them down to 1. Japan is trying to influence, but not very quickly. Nobody really trying with the Ottomans. Okay. Rebels in the Netherlands. Probably their land over here again. Just the one little stack, that's fine. They don't need my help with that. We'll have some fish. Now that I noticed this little uncolonized section over here, it's really bothering me. Why don't you colonize that? Maybe they're stuck at minus 100 colonization power like we are though. Who knows? Let's see what's going on down here. Brazil, did this used to be Argentina? Or Paraguay. This used to be Argentina, or at least Argentina have cores there. Interesting. USCA, British Guatemala over here. I'm not sure if that starts like that or not. Of course, the USA have a couple of provinces from Mexico, which they had before. They apparently did the Alaska Purchase event. This land is no longer Russian. Oh, and Russia's at war with... No, it's not at war. These are just occupied by Russian communists. Interesting. It looks like this is no longer the Chinese Empire, it's all independent states. So however that works. Nothing else too crazy going on. British Australia. New Zealand. Still doing their stuff. And Denmark is bankrupt. We could go to war with Denmark. Probably in Germany's sphere though, so probably not a good idea. And indeed, that is the case. Italy broke their alliance with us. Why did you do that, Italy? Well, I guess they got sphered by France is why. Alright, fair enough. Don't suppose we could sphere them ourselves. Probably not. France would have too much of a bonus. Anyway, that will do it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.